Realism. That's the word EA kept throwing around in the FC26 Career Mode deep dive. And to be honest, that single word got me excited. I want my saves to feel alive. I want drama, unexpected twists, the grind of building something from nothing. So when they opened with Realism will be the heart of Career Mode, I sat up a little straighter. This might actually be the year. But let's start where they want us to start. They're trying to redefine manager career. Again, I know, we hear that phrase every single year, but this time, there's a chance it actually means something. They want career mode to stay fresh throughout the whole cycle, not just until October when people burn out. And that's something we've all struggled with. You get hyped in the first few months, but by the time Ultimate Team is in full swing, career players are left wondering what's next. EA's answer this time is layered, new challenges, new systems, and tools that let us define how our saves unfold. And I'm not just talking buzzwords here. They've expanded on the live start points from FC25 and are now letting us craft what-if scenarios directly in-game. You want to simulate a team trying to survive relegation after a 20-point deduction? Go ahead! You want to bring a 4th-tier side to the Champions League without signing a single player outside their academy? Now that's a real possibility. EA is giving us the freedom to build our own stories. And then there's social sharing. No, it's not online career mode yet. And trust me, I'd love for that to be a thing. But this is a step in that direction. You can now share your challenge progress with friends, maybe even compare different outcomes from the same scenario. It's low-key, but I like it. It means the career mode experience doesn't just live in your own console anymore. It's something that can be shared, discussed, and explored with others. And one of the biggest structural changes this year is the new Manager Live Hub. They've streamlined the UI, introduced manager profiles that you can carry across saves, and even let you select 5 favorite teams to tailor the kind of challenges and updates you get. It's meant to feel more dynamic, more like an actual world reacting to what you do. Is it perfect? I doubt it. Some of the menus still look like you need a project management degree to understand them. But the concept? Solid, especially with the dynamic tab feeding you real-time updates and storylines as your save progresses. Of course, the entire thing hinges on how often EA updates those challenges. If they don't commit to that support, it's going to end up like live start points from last year. All hype, no follow-through. But here's the silver lining. They're giving us the ability to create and customize challenges ourselves. That's huge. That means we don't have to wait for EA to react to the real world. We can simulate it ourselves. And the customization options? They've gone all in. You can set your own parameters now, like point deductions, transfer restrictions, referee strictness. You can limit your squad to only players from one nation, or even set the save to force you to change clubs every 2 seasons if you want to simulate a journeyman career. You can disable specific competitions. You can even decide to only use youth players. It's basically a sandbox now, and I love it. All I'll say is this: make sure it works. FC25 had a glitch where disabling training plans wrecked sharpness and broke the save entirely. So let's not repeat that nightmare. Challenges this year come in several flavors: live mid-season events, real-time what-if updates, and historical scenarios. And this is the one I'm most hyped about. Historical scenarios, like recreating past seasons, fallen giants, great escapes. It's exactly the type of content I thrive on. And for the first time, EA is giving us actual rewards for completing these challenges. Retro kits, unlockables, even some icons and heroes for your squad. They're also teasing a career mode season pass, and I'm curious to see how that plays out. If it's tied to fun unlockables and cosmetic flair, I'm in. If it becomes a grind fest like FUT objectives, count me out. There's even a new layer of immersion with the manager market. Clubs will now look at your managerial identity before offering you a job. So if you're a possession-focused manager, don't expect to get a gig at a club built on counterattacks. That level of authenticity is something we've been begging for. And if it works, it could be a game changer for long-term saves. And yes, icons and heroes are now usable in career mode. Not as managers, but as players in your squad. You unlock them through the season pass or challenges. It's a bit of fan service, but if it's integrated properly, I'm down. And then comes the data-driven scouting, probably one of the biggest upgrades this year. You can simulate 5 additional leagues alongside your own, meaning you get more accurate stats, form, and player development across Europe. It makes the world feel alive. You can see who's scoring in La Liga while you manage in the Bundesliga. You can scout based on actual performance, not just potential. And yes, historical player data is now tracked, so you can finally finally see how many goals your striker bagged last season before deciding whether to cash in or build around him. Matchday experience has also gotten a slight boost too. Cutscenes are more varied, managers show up in press areas, players walk out with mascots. It's not revolutionary, but it adds to that feeling that your save isn't static. National teams now use sharpness and energy, youth tournaments got some polish, and the onboarding for new players has been revamped. Probably won't matter for most of us veterans, but it's a nice touch. Unexpected events are back too. Players might get unhappy with their playtime or the weather. They might want to leave for personal reasons. It sounds frustrating, but I'm actually thrilled. These are the moments that make career mode feel less like a simulator and more like a story. When your star winger forces a transfer days before the UCL final, that's drama. That's content. Contracts have changed as well. You can't just go renew everyone when you feel like it. Players will now approach you, and if they're not happy with their role, they might not want to stay. It's another layer of realism, and it means squad planning takes real strategy. Transfer logic has finally been looked at. AI clubs will now actually build squads that make sense. No more seeing PSG sign 6 strikers and 0 fullbacks. Tactical vision is now a core part of AI decision making. It's about time. If you're someone who loves realism, storytelling, and crafting unique career narratives, this might just be your golden year. Whether it's rebuilding Parma, taking a South American club to European dominance in Create a Club, or recreating a forgotten footballing era, FC26 is finally giving us the canvas. Now it's up to us to paint something incredible on it. This year just feels different. And maybe that's naive, maybe I'm setting myself up to be disappointed. But I'd rather go into FC26 with hope than with cynicism. Because for once, we're not being handed a watered down version of what career mode could be. We're being handed a foundation, a toolkit, a sandbox where we can shape stories that are uniquely ours. And this isn't just about flashy features or UI redesigns. This is about passion, about creativity, about why we fell in love with career mode in the first place. It's about building something over time, living with the highs and lows, taking an unknown club to glory, managing egos, navigating storylines, and surviving sackings. It's about immersion, yes, but it's also about connection to the game, to the world of football, and to ourselves. EA has given us the bricks. We just have to build the stories, from the drama of last day title races to heartbreaking playoff eliminations, from discovering a region wonder kid in Argentina to pulling off a Champions League miracle with a squad of 65 rated grinders. This is what career mode is all about. Heart, grit, glory, failure, and everything in between. So FC26. Career mode genuinely feels like a turning point. It's not just a reskin with buzzwords and promises, there's real substance here. We're finally seeing EA move beyond the surface level gimmicks and start giving career mode the attention and depth it deserves. From challenge customization to data-driven scouting, from dynamic manager profiles to immersive events and historical scenarios. This could be the most engaging and long-lasting career mode we've had in over a decade. Now, of course, the big question is implementation. Are these features going to be stable? Will we see meaningful updates through the year? Will the manager market actually feel dynamic and immersive, or will we get another broken promise halfway into the cycle? Only time will tell, because let's be honest, we've been burned before. FC24's slow start, FC25's limited updates. We remember. But I'm hopeful, cautiously optimistic, but genuinely hopeful.